What's good, YouTube fam? So listen, y'all, as y'all can see, it's been a minute since I have been on here posting a video or posting videos, but here we are, okay? I changed the channel to Black Sheep Redefined because we are redefining what it means to be the black sheep of our families. You know what I'm saying? Typically, we're made to feel like we're the problem, made to feel like we're just jacked up, like there's something wrong with us. But no, that couldn't be farther from the truth. So through Christ, we are redefining in this season what it means to be the black sheep. Okay, and let me say this too. My ring light, and I really feel like it's the devil trying it, but I ain't gonna give him that much credit. The ring light keeps going in and out. So if the ring light goes out, we just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna keep pushing, okay? But also I commend anyone who is on their healing journey because it's not easy. It's not easy. Some days are just I know for me, it's like up and down. Some days I'm feeling good, I'm cool, like yeah, let's go. Healing from this rejection, healing from this abandonment, let's get it. Other days it's like I'm over it. I can't. Like it's just crazy, but that's why it takes God, y'all. And when I say God, for those who don't know, I'm talking about Jesus the Christ. Okay? So whenever you hear me say God, that's who I'm speaking of. But yeah, it does. It takes God, y'all. People say that time heals all wounds, but that could not be farther from the truth. Because at the end of the day, I stopped messing with the narcissist probably like, 2019, something like that. And I'm just now really healing from a lot of those things that happened. I mean, from childhood included. Just started therapy last month, so it takes intentionality. It's not just, oh, let me let some time pass and let me let a few years pass and I'll be good. No, because if you don't heal it, again, if you're not intentional about that, it's gonna come up and you're gonna see the manifestation of your unhealed state at the end of the day. So I commend anybody who's on that journey. Keep going. God got you, and we're gonna be all right. Real talk. But today's video, it's real basic, but I just pray it helps at least 10 people. 5 signs that you are the black sheep of your family. 5 signs. And I'm gonna try not to be on here too long, but first things first, you're treated differently. You're treated differently. I know for me, I have 3 siblings, an older brother, 2 older sisters. I'm the youngest. And I mean, from childhood, you know, it's just little things. It's different for everybody, but you notice, even if you don't notice in childhood, you just start to see as time goes on, like, you don't be doing her like that. How do you, like, what? It's just, you know, that dynamic. You got the golden child, the scapegoat, the family mascot, the black sheep. It's just crazy. But if you are the black sheep, typically you're going to be treated differently than everybody else. I mean, whatever that looks like for you, that's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're going to be treated differently. That's just that. The second thing is you never fit in. You never fit in. And I can only speak for myself. So if I bring up experiences from childhood, I'm speaking, all I can do is speak for myself. But I'm sure somebody out there understands. But you never fit in. Even though y'all were born of the same woman, same daddy in most cases, you know, same parents, you've just always not only been treated differently, but you've always just been different. You don't fit in with the rest of your family, cousins included. You just don't fit in. It's just something different about the black sheep of the family. And I can attest to the fact because, again, I am the black sheep of my family. Okay? The third thing is you're often excluded, whether it be from family events, it could be from the group chat. I mean, whatever, you're often excluded from family, you know, family news. You know, maybe something like, maybe somebody got pregnant, maybe somebody's pregnant and you're the last to find out, or they go on vacation and you don't know about it, or whatever. If you are the black sheep, there's going to come a time when you are going to be excluded. whatever that looks like. That's just how the cookie crumbles. So yeah. The next thing is, you're oftentimes bullied by the other siblings, or even it could be your parents. It could be your parents. It's so crazy because I remember, and I'm in therapy now, so I'm not I'm not about to be just doing too much. This is not a therapy session. But like they say, if y'all have heard that saying, your parents are your first bullies. That's true. Because I will never forget, as a child, I don't remember how old I was, but I was like a child, maybe like 6 or 7. I will never forget my parents, and it was mainly my dad, who was the narcissist of, but making fun of my walk. And it's just like, okay, and I think about it now at 41. I didn't know what was happening as a child. I didn't know what the heck was happening. I just knew they was making fun of my walk. But you think about it now, like, why would you be making fun of a child's walk? Like, I can't help how I walk. like, what do you mean? He used to say stuff like, and I feel like it's because, and this may be a whole nother video for a whole nother day, but I feel like that demon in him, those demons, hello, child, it was probably Legion's child, saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So it was almost like, as a child, they have to try to break your spirit. It's not going to start in adulthood, even though that may be when you recognize, okay, my dad's a narc or my mom's a narc. But it started long before adulthood in most cases. But I believe that he saw something in me, again, those demons saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So he had to try to break my spirit however he could. He used to say stuff like, look at you, strutting through here like a peacock. Strutting through here like a peacock? Like, what do you mean? Because I got my head held high, because I'm not slouching off. Like, how am I supposed to be walking through the house? I don't get it. But I'll never forget that, though. Again, I'm in therapy, so we're not going to make this is not no Iyanla Vanzant moment. I have a therapist for this, but that's just an example. That's just an example of the bullying. And it could be subtle. It could be more aggressive. It could be, I don't know. Everyone's experiences are different. But I know for sure that if you are the black sheep, in most cases, you are definitely bullied. And it just shows up in different ways. And the last thing is, not only do you see the dysfunction, but you speak on it. And I say that because I feel like there are people and again, I'm speaking for myself, though I hope you can feel it. There are people in my family, like nieces and nephews, even siblings, who see, and I've heard them complain about certain stuff. They see it, but they never really speak up about it. You know what I'm saying? But as a black sheep, you see the dysfunction. And again, as a child, you may not know what's happening, so you just sitting around, you just looking. All you can do is take it because you're a child. But as an adult, when you start seeing certain stuff, it's like, no, like, this is dysfunctional. I have to speak up. Of course, they're going to say that's disrespect in most cases, but you not only see the dysfunction, but you speak up and you speak out against the dysfunction. And you know they don't like that. They don't like that. You know, it's almost like a, how dare you? How dare you disrupt our dysfunction? What do you mean? So that's how, in most cases, we are made to feel like we're the problem, or we're like there's something wrong with us, especially when you start speaking on the dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying not to make this video too long. But yeah, that's how it goes. Other family members can see what's happening, but in most cases, they gonna keep a closed mouth. They're not gonna say anything. But the black sheep is typically the one who's gonna say something about it. And that's just how it goes. Like, real talk. But shoot, that's it, y'all. You're treated differently. That's number one. And that, again, it could start in most cases, it starts in childhood, but you don't recognize it or don't see what the heck is happening until way later. You never fit in. You know, y'all have the same mom and dad, but you just like, it's just something, I don't fit in with y'all. You know, I love y'all, but I I just don't fit in. Black sheep. You're oftentimes excluded. Like I said, whether it's from family functions, group chats, vacations, or whatever, family news. You're the last to know, excluded in some way, bullied, mainly by those parents, or the siblings too, because a lot of narcissistic parents, they pit the siblings against each other, and that starts in childhood too. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day. We ain't gonna talk about that. But bullied. And the last one, you see, or you not only see the dysfunction, but you speak on it. You speak on the toxicity. You speak up and say, Mom, that wasn't right. You know, that like, I don't think you should have said that, or, you know, whatever. I will never forget, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to get on about my business. I will never forget. Now, mind you, my nephew, my brother's son, he loves his grandma. They like this. They rock hard. But I will never forget when I was at her house one day. She was in the kitchen. He deals with acne real bad, right? He deals with acne real bad. And, like, it was so crazy, y'all. Because I'm like, okay, clearly he saw his acne. Clearly he sees his face. He looks in the mirror every day. He saw this. But she made it such a crazy point. Oh my gosh, Ahmad, why do you, what that big pimple right on your face? Like, pointing out pimples. And, like, who does that? And I was they were in the kitchen. I was in like the little, the dining room area, like at the table. And I was like, Mom, like, leave him, why, like, why, and I wasn't disrespectful, but I was like, Mom, leave that, like, leave him alone. Like, why would you point that out? You probably gonna make him feel bad. Like, you know, he probably already feel bad about it, probably already insecure about it. Like, why would you, like, why would you point that out? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just stuff like that. Like, I would speak up, because it's like, why would you do that? Now, granted, he's not a child, like a 4 or 5 year old. He's 18 now, but at the time he was like 16. But I'm like, this baby already probably feel bad about this. Why would you do that? But it's because she's insecure about how she looks. I knew what it was, but it's like, as much as y'all love each other, you love your grandson, you always sticking up for your why would you wouldn't even, I wouldn't even think that you would do that. Just crazy. But yeah, point I'm making, we see certain stuff and we speak on it. We speak on it. You know what I'm saying? But either way, y'all, that's it. So yeah, if you're the black sheep, don't be out here thinking there's something wrong with you. Don't be out here thinking you're the problem, or, you know, whatever they've said about you. Again, we are redefining what it means to be a black sheep. Through Christ, we're speaking the things that God says about us. We're speaking to what the word says about us. You know what I'm saying? Above and not beneath. We're the head and not the tail. We are the apple of God's eye. We're speaking those things. And like I said, again, I know it's hard to heal from that stuff. And I see, let me say this too. I see why a lot of people say, to heck with the healing process. I'm just going to stay broken. Because it's a lot to put, when they say do the work, it's not just something to say. You really have to put in work. You really got to put in work. Stuff my therapist brings up, I'm like, well, doggone it, I thought I was healed from that, girl. You gonna bring this up? You know what I'm saying? It takes, you got to put in the work. That's just the bottom line. But that's it, y'all. Y'all stay blessed. Keep healing. Keep thriving. Keep being great. But again, we cannot do this without God. But we are going to continue by any and every means necessary, mainly, again, the word of God. We're going to continue to redefine what it means to be the black sheep. All right. Anyway, that's all I got, y'all. Until next time, peace out. Be great, man.